What's up, everyone? My name's Natalie. Ignore the acne. Please ignore the acne. I have been struggling with breakouts since COVID started and we were having to wear masks. And back then I wore a lot more makeup, obviously, than I do now. So it's just been kind of a adjustment finding a product that works, and I don't think what I'm using is working. If you're interested, I'm using Proactiv, but that's a different video for a different day. So yeah, today I am making a nutrition video. At least that's what you could, I guess, qualify that as. And I'm gonna try my best to, keep it short and sweet. Not super short, because I talk a lot, and sorry, I'm looking for my notes for this video. Okay, yeah, I know. I had to make notes so that I stay on topic. But yeah, so really where I wanted to start is just kind of taking you through how I used to eat and kind of how my current eating habits are and what I, did to get through it all and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, I have been overweight for quite some time now. It's weird because, like, I don't know, time just flies and it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it really has. I started putting on weight when I was in high school. I've always, actually, up until high school, I was always fairly thin. And then something about puberty. I mean, puberty happened, so that's really, I guess the reason that I put on all the weight. My eating habits throughout my entire life have not been good. I have always been, I guess you could say, partly an emotional eater. I've worked really, really hard on that part. Now, I still have my days where I slip up and, have, some fun with food. And sometimes some days I'm really good about it. It just depends on what's going on in my personal life. And I'll tell you what, God dang it. Oh, I keep hiccuping / burping. It's weird. I hate this. Oh. Anyways, try to get through this. Yeah, most of my life, excuse me, it's the morning. And I'm redoing this because I didn't like how the other video came out and it was like a half hour long. Anyway, so my whole life I've been about, an emotional eater, and I've always ate until my stomach hurt. I mean, like, I'm in pain, I can't move type full. And like I said, up until high school, I mean, that hadn't really changed my weight. I was very, very thin for most of my childhood, all my childhood, and up until, probably my sophomore year, I had started putting on a little bit of weight, but not enough to, like, alarm me, until I came back from my junior year and I had a classmate make a remark about my weight. And he was like, Natalie, what happened to you? You got fat. And I was like, oh, shit. Great. And that kind of snowballed from there. So I'm going to walk you through what my typical diet was like. I already told you about the amount of food I usually eat, but typically a lot of growing up, it was fast food. Mainly because my mom, she was a single mom, had to work full time, take care of me and my brother, and I don't really blame her for anything. I mean, it's me who put the food in my mouth and all that stuff, so very bad self-control when it came to food. made me happy. It still makes me happy. I love food. It's good shit. But yeah, growing up, it was a lot of fast food and in large quantities. Like a typical, we would frequently go to McDonald's, and a lot of my McDonald's orders would be like 2 burgers. My favorites were the Daily Doubles. So I'd get 2 of those, a large fry, and a large Coke. Gosh, I'm so tired today. It's like the 5th time I've yawned in this video. Anyway, so that would be a typical order from McDonald's, you know, and then we'd eat, you know, I mean, it was just like the worst type of food, fried food, greasy food that you can think of. I was eating a lot of, multiple times a week. Now we did, you know, have home cooked meals. It's not like we never ate at home, but like I said, my portion sizes were just so out of control, that I was putting on weight very, very quickly. I got all the way up to 265, which was my heaviest. I'll probably insert a picture somewhere in here. But yeah, 265 was my heaviest. Now, just a heads up, I hated myself. I hated my body. I hated how I looked. So, like, there is not a whole lot of photos of me at my heaviest, full, you know, figure. No. In fact, there's really not a whole lot of full figured photos of me up until about 2 years ago, when I had lost. I had been the lightest I have ever been since high school, if that makes sense. I got down to 195. And I'll try to take you through that quickly. So I had left home at 19. That's a story for another day. If you're interested in the tea, I will spill the tea some other time. And yeah, so I left home at 19, and the food situation / money situation was not so good. We could not, the people I was living with, we could not afford, food like my mom could. And as a result, you know, that had me losing weight pretty quickly, as well as no access to a car. So I had to walk everywhere. And I live in Texas. So you can imagine, in the dead of the summer, having to walk everywhere. It was hot. And I dropped weight so quickly. I mean, like I said, I was 265, my heaviest. I had broke my foot previously before I gained all that weight, or kind of. I was already kind of big, but then I broken my foot and gained like another 20-30 pounds. Anyways, so I got up to 265 around 19, and started losing weight. Not a whole lot of weight, just enough. I probably got down 10 pounds within the first few weeks, and then I ended up getting a job. So having to walk to and from work every day, that's what caused at least 20 pounds worth of weight off. So I got all the way down to about 230. And then I moved out of state for like almost 2 years, not a full 2 years, but almost. And I had maintained that for about 2 years, which brought me down to about 230. Like I said, I'll try to find some photos of me at that time, but I'll probably just look like this. Like I said, I did not take full body photos, and I've always carried my weight really in my chest and my legs, so, and my belly, but it's not very I don't know, it's so weird to say it's not noticeable, but anyways, you'll see in the photos, you'll be like, you look the same, so whatever. And then after I moved back to Texas from out of state, I had found a job. I was actually working at Walmart, and the job I was doing at Walmart was a lot of back and forth from the back room, shocking shelves, moving pallets, just a lot of physical labor that I was not used to doing. I think I averaged every day about 10,000 steps just at work. And that doesn't include going home and cleaning like obsessively like I do. So yeah, I had dropped all that weight down to 195. I got below 200 pounds, you guys. I was so happy about that too. And I did have a lot of like full body photos of me then, so you'll be able to see that, and I'll insert that here in a minute. Now, after I had lost all that weight, I met my fiance and we decided to take things to the next step. We weren't engaged yet, but we had been dating for a while, about 6 months. And we decided that we wanted to live together. So I moved in with him and got a job closer to where, brain fart, sorry. Closer to where I was living, and turned out to be this office job. Now, my fiance works at the same company as me. He's a plumber here. And he's technically how I got the job to begin with. And my mother-in-law, she was actually, or soon-to-be mother-in-law. Anyway, she's working here. And she didn't want to work here anymore, so I took her position. Anyways. Yeah, so it really did not take a whole lot of time for me to put that 30 pounds back on. 35 pounds, actually. But, yeah, I started here back in 2021. Right? Yes. Time is flying. So I started in very end of 2021, and I got all the way up to, let's see, my most recent highest weight, if that makes sense, was 228, I think back in January of this year. And seeing the fact that I had gotten all that weight back on in technically under a year was insane. I mean, I had been maintaining for, oh gosh, months, 220 and 225. I was bouncing between those two numbers. And then, like I said, my eating habits just did not change much at all over this whole time. The only reason I lost all that weight 2 years ago was because I was walking around all day long, working my butt off. Now that I'm sitting down all day long, and my eating habits didn't change, it really piled on the weight quickly. So what I did to change that, I saw the 228 and kind of freaked out, and I started getting on YouTube and anything and everything about fitness and food and all that. I had started doing intermittent fasting. And now I do half-ass intermittent fasting just because me and my fiance's eating schedules just are so different day to day. We don't really eat at the same time, so it was really hard to stay consistent with that. But what I have done is I made it to where I don't eat anything until about 11, sometimes noon. And then I don't have any other food after I have had dinner. If I feel like I want to have a dessert, it has to be pretty much right after dinner, right? And then I don't have anything else the rest of the night. I've cut down on my coffee intake. I used to drink, when I first started here, I used to drink, and I'm not kidding, I used to drink like 5-6 cups of coffee just at work. And then I would go home and have like juice, tea, whatever. Anything but water is what I was drinking, right? And then I kind of had a little bit of a health scare last year, and I've been slowly working down how much coffee I drink. Now I have 1 cup a day, average. Sometimes I go over it, but hardly ever do I. And then I drink a 26 ounce of water every day. I keep that thing with me. That's what you're sitting on right now, just a heads up. But yeah, I drink probably about 3 to 4 of those tumblers a day. Maybe even more. I don't really keep track of it anymore just because I'm so used to drinking the water now. And I don't even really crave tea and juice like I used to. So it definitely, once you get used to drinking more water, it's kind of like that's all you really crave is more water. But yeah, so getting back to my eating habits, I started doing my food journaling. I log it into an app called My Nut Diary. A lot of people use MyFitnessPal, and I tried using that back before I really started taking this seriously, but I'm a little weird. If the app doesn't function like I like it, then I don't use it. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. Don't ask. Yeah, so I've started doing that. I have not really changed a whole lot of my diet. It's more so I've changed how much I've been eating And since just logging what I eat every day into this app, I've been dropping weight, I'd say somewhat quickly. Other people would have probably have a different opinion, but I have actually lost a little bit of weight. I think since the last video I said I was like 212 or something like that, but I'm actually 210 now. Yeah, it's 2 pounds, but hey, it's 2 pounds of fat gone, right? So I'm down to 210 officially now. And I mean, it's been quite a journey. It's crazy because I started logging in mid-February. So I've been doing this for like 2.5, almost 3 months. I think that's right. Let's see, March, April. Yeah, so almost 3 months I've been logging, and I've lost over 15 pounds of weight. And I'm going to keep going. My goal, if you're interested, my goal is to be a healthy 160 pounds of muscle, pure muscle. That's all I want on my body. I don't want no fat by that time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I think I would feel even more, I guess, accomplished once I get down to 195 again and keep going. It's just, I guess I just feel like I'm not, I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I just feel like I need to do better, and I need to be a little kinder to myself. That's a big, big part of this problem. I'm getting off track again. So now the other thing that's been helping me is I've been doing a lot of, like I said, YouTubing, and there's a few channels that I do want to shout out because I absolutely love them. The first person that kind of sparked this whole health journey is Miss Natasha Ocean. I don't know how to say her last name. It's got an asterisk above the C, so I constantly mess it up. She is great. I highly recommend you checking her out. She's even done a video on the intermittent fasting. I did not learn about it through her. I learned about it through somebody else. I only saw one video of them, and I do not remember their name. I apologize, whoever you are. You did spark this though. But yeah, check out Natasha. She's great. Love her channel. Very sweet lady too. And then another person who I'll just start off with, Miss Steph. Yes, girl, you might be watching this. I don't know. But I love her. She's so sweet. She's newer. She's not like I don't know when she started her channel, to be honest. I'll have to look into that. But she's great. I love her. She's a sweet girl. She is also on a weight loss journey. She's down 30 pounds plus, actually. She just broke through a plateau. So congratulations, girl. I'm so proud of you. I'm hoping to be there soon. I've got about another 13 pounds to go before I'm officially 30 pounds down. So yeah, I did want to shout her out. Her channel is Simply Steph's Space. So go check her out. She's great. I'm going to link everybody down below too, just so that you can just click it and go there. But the reason I'm mentioning her is she introduced me to another channel that I've not heard of before. I didn't know who this was, but excuse me. I'm not supported or by anybody, I can say that. Anyways, yeah, I have never heard of this channel before until I got onto Steph's channel, and her name is Michelle McDaniel. Now, she's got two channels. One is Michelle McDaniel, and then the other one is Michelle McDaniel After Dark, I believe. I'll have to link both of those, just so, yeah, you can find it. But she's great too. Now, if you're someone that gets butthurt a lot, or you're a part of the body positivity movement and fat acceptance and all that bullshit, you're not gonna like her stuff at all. She's like, she tells it how it is. And she gives very good advice. I love her reaction stuff because she's just so great. I watched another thing yesterday that she had just uploaded, and I thought it was just wonderful. So definitely check her out. I don't remember which video it was that I saw first, but it was the one that Steph had made a video on. Actually, she's made 2 videos on it now. But anyways, yeah, definitely go check out those channels. They helped me out so much in learning about fitness, logging your food, and all that stuff now. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll remember later on. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm trying to be quick. This is at 20 minutes. So I think I've covered everything that I need to. You know, if you're interested in what I'm currently eating now, maybe I'll do a what I eat in a day video or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't really limit much of anything in my diet. I just limit my portion sizes, and whatever I eat, drink, whatever, it goes into the app. Even if it's just a sip of soda or, you know, a singular chocolate chip, which that's not reality, but I would usually eat a few of those. But anyways, you get the idea. Whatever you eat, whatever you drink, no matter how much, no matter how little, has to go into the app. Every calorie freaking counts. And I used to not believe it. That's why I didn't do anything about my diet up until 2.5 months ago. But I mean, it's been working. It's the only thing that's been working. I do go to the gym every week. I used to go 5 times a week, but since I've been doing this calorie deficit, it's been, ooh, man, it's been, that's all I can really say is it has been a, not necessarily challenge, but it's, well, yeah, a little bit of a challenge because, like I said, I like to eat, and not being able to just engorge and everything has been a challenge. But it's helped me a lot. I don't know, it's weird. I feel more awake. It feels like it's easier to wake up and get things done. But I also don't go to the gym as often as I used to. I go about 3 days a week now. It's still enough. It's just I feel like I need to be doing 5 days a week. But I have a dog that I have to walk every day, and sometimes I'd rather take a chill day rather than have to do the gym and walk the dog. So yeah, call me lazy. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can really think of right now. Like I said, if you're interested in what I eat in a day now, I'll make another video later on. I've just got to get through all this crap that's happened in my personal life. Yeah, so very long story short, my car was involved in a hit and run at my complex that I live at. My car was parked on the street, and my neighbor had crashed. You can't even say backed up, crashed into the front of my vehicle trying to back out. We're still dealing with insurance stuff, so I don't really have an update on anything, except I know my car is totaled based off of what they were telling me Friday last week. It's Wednesday now of the week after. Oh, thought my camera was gonna fall. Anyways, so I'll make another update on that whenever I find out what the heck's going on with that. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Do it, don't do it, I don't know. Anyways, have a good one. And like I said, if you're interested in anything or have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to get to you. Have a good day, guys.